Relax and let your mind unwind. Step inside, leave stress behind. Positive vibes and talk so wise. Say your affirmations, reach the skies. Like, comment, and subscribe now. Let the good vibe show you how. That your vibe feels so right. Vibing with TC tonight. Got your vibe shining bright. Vibing with TC tonight. Lift your voice, let it sound. Good vibrations all around. Every word, every line makes your spirit start to shine. Like, comment, and subscribe now. Let the good vibe show you how. Catch a vibe, feel so right. Vibing with TC tonight. Catch a vibe, shining bright.
What's up? Happy Wednesday. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. Come in, come in, come in. How is everybody's Wednesday? Happy Wednesday. What's going on? How y'all doing? What's going on? What's going on? I'm giving some people time to come in. Let me speak. Hey, Joshua. Yes, double tap that screen. How you doing? Hey, Mama 3. What's up, sis? What is good? I'm gonna give some people time to get in. I'm gonna drop Mama 3. I don't know if you got my body butter link, but if you can get the link and drop it in the chat for me, because I'm definitely going to advertise that today. So I hope everybody has been doing their positive affirmations. I know y'all have. I know y'all better have. Hey, Miss Angie, what's going on? How y'all doing? I'm glad y'all are in here with me today. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Please subscribe. I'm going to be bringing you some more enlightening content, more for, so we can have a healthier mindset moving forward in life, making sure that we keep positive thoughts in the forefront. Thank you so much, Mama 3. Yes, y'all. So your girl got a product out. Now, I already got Chronicle Sweets and Treats. I already got that where I do. And I do be busy during the holidays for that. That usually picks up over the holidays because I'm a baking fool on the holidays. But I do have a new line, and this is my body butter. And I don't know if you can see it. If I bring it too close, it's called Chronicle Cream Body Butter. This one is the sunflower one. But what I do, I also put 2 little spatulas, if you can't see them. I put 2 little spatulas in here too as complimentary because some people, they don't like to dig in and get it all up under their nails. So I just put them in everything. So it's going to be at the top of the thing. But that is the form if you would like to order some of my body butters. Get you some. Link might not work on the phone straight. YouTube. I don't know. Did you try the one that I put in? And I'll try to put it in too. Um, Let me see if I can go copy it real quick. Hold on. Hold on one second. But yes, this is the way it looks. This is the way it looks. And I have 5 scents so far because I'm still playing around with certain scents. So I do have a cotton candy. I have a sunflower. I have a Moroccan oil. I have a Chronicle Breeze one, which is like a fresh breeze type of smell. And I have the tea tree. Now, with the tea tree one, if you shower at night, it really works well. I mean, you could use it in the daily, but I would recommend you use it at night because it is 100% the tea tree oil. So it does taste like, I mean, it does smell like more of aromatherapy and it helps you sleep. It does help you sleep. My daughter told me that it helped her sleep. And my hey, Sasanya, and Sasanya was one of my trial and error people. So I've been doing this, been trying to come up with this line for about 3 months, about 3 months, and just coming up with sense. And I got people that I didn't, were supporters. I got a couple of supporters and a couple of my family members, and then just a couple of business people just to try it out for 2 weeks, tell me what they thought, the texture and everything. Hey, Shells. So once again, this is my body butter. It's called Chronicle Cream Body Butter. I can't bring it up to the screen. If I move up, maybe it do. Okay, there you go, y'all. There you go. And this is the sunflower one. But I do put 2 spatulas in there for you. 2 little spatulas, because some people don't like to get it up under their nail and it's easier to dig out like that, right? So I'm going to drop the link real quick and then we're going to get started. Let me see if I have anybody else that I didn't. Takers! How you doing? How you doing, Tinkers? I miss you. I miss you, Tinkers. Hold on. Let me see if I can copy the link. And then we're going to get started, y'all. Because I really just, I don't want to be on too long. Y'all know I don't be doing no long lives. But I do want to touch base with my people. And man, sisters. My sisters is crazy. Okay. Give me 1 second. Let me see if that worked. Let me see. Hey, Miss Glenn. Hey, Miss Glenn. Hey, Miranda. Okay, that didn't work. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I'm trying to put it in here. Oh, I didn't send it. I'm tripping. There we go. Now that one should work. You could try to click on it because it's highlighted, but you can try to click on it and it should work for you. If it doesn't, just let me know, okay? Why would you think you was blocked? You know I would never block my Miss Glenn. You got me hurt, Miss Glenn. I would never block my Miss Glenn. We don't play them type games. Hey, my beautiful G Dub, what's going on? But yes, that is, I'm gonna drop it again. Okay, and I dropped it again. So y'all should see it. Okay, so I dropped it again. But I know y'all see my title, and I'm gonna get out of here because I don't want the delay, right? But I know y'all see my title, right? The title is The Struggle is Real. What's your mental capacity? What I mean by that is mentally, us as people, sometimes we take on a lot mentally. And that could be a wide range of things. Maybe like in your home life, in your daily life, you might have a stressful job. You may be dealing with kids, a parent that's ill, and you have to be responsible for taking care of them. A ill child that you are responsible for, that you have to take care of them. A relationship. All these things is something that you have to deal with in a mental capacity, right? But what is your capacity mentally? Like, how do we handle the stress of day to day life and still try to stay positive? Because a lot of people don't know how to align that in their day to day life as far as being positive, because they feel like they have so much stuff going on mentally that they're breaking down mentally, right? You say, I'm going to order and can meet you to pick it up. Okay. Yeah, because I'm gonna do Sonya like that too. She wanna order some more. Hey, my session. I love you, girl. Can't wait to see you. But sometimes we deal with day-to-day life, and it wears and tears on our mental. Let's just be honest. Deadlines that we have to meet as far as work. Now, with me, I would say, because I work in corporate, right? So it's very cutthroat in corporate. You have a lot of people backstabbing you. You have a lot of people probably trying to take your place. I wouldn't say mine, because no one wants my job at my job. No one wants to deal with government. Okay. I don't know why. Hey, what's that? Becca Cry. Hey, Becca Cry. Is that right? Hey, Sis Candy. Thank y'all for coming in here supporting me. I appreciate that. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. If you want to donate to the channel, my Cash App is right there on the screen, because I'm not monetized yet, but I'm on my way. I'll be on my way though. That's how I'm going to look at it. But day to day life can take a mental toll on us. So sometimes we can lash out on other people about something that don't even deserve for them to be lashed out on. Hey, Projecting Peacock. Hey, Miss Carol. I'm trying to make sure I get everybody in. But sometimes, just say for instance, I always use me as an example. My job got me stressed out, right? They're threatening my job. They're threatening, okay, if you don't do this, you're gonna get fired. Just say. So mentally, they're coming down on me. So mentally, I have to process, okay, I might lose my job tomorrow because they keep threatening me. I don't know if I'm gonna lose my job. So now mentally, I'm stressing out, right? But just say, for instance, I go to my mom's house or my daughter's house, and I'll say my daughter. I'll go to, because my mama she ain't finna do that. I'll go to my daughter's house and she may ask me one question and I may snap on her about the one question when really my anger or my frustrations has nothing to do with her. It's have to do with what I'm going on or what's going on at my job. And sometimes we do that when our mental capacity is to the point of breaking. Let me just say that. So that's why I ask people, what is your mental capacity and what are you willing to adjust to make that be back in line so you can have positive things happen or you can start focusing on realigning your mental to be more positive. That's a question. I know it was a whole bunch, but that's a question. I would want to know how would you prioritize your mental in order for you to stay focused and your patience? Because you also need patience. When you deal with a lot of stress in your life, your patience level has to be like A1 or top tier. Because some of us on the day to day, we have a lot going on in our home lives or our personal lives. And sometimes, just say, as a content creator, I'm gonna use content creators because majority of us do use this. You know what I'm saying? Um, we can take it out on maybe a content creator we don't like because we're going through something stressful in our home life. So let me just take it out on them because I don't want to deal with what I got to deal with at home. Right? You said, Miss Shawn said, yes, I found myself doing that, dealing with this crazy YouTube. My son wouldn't ever interact with me because he said I was so angry. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes when we deal with a lot, we take a lot on mentally, personally, because people can't say, don't let it bother you. It's easier said than done, right? Don't let that bother you. Let them, let that slip off. But if you're constantly being attacked from different angles, different ways, that stuff piles up on you. It does. And it breaks down your mental. Whether people know it or not, I know we are strong individuals. Trust me. I think I know that I'm a strong individual. And I know that sometimes I used to basically hold a lot of things in too, trying to be so strong. But eventually, the volcano will erupt. So, in order to keep your mental intact and make, kind of process your things moving forward, you said, TC, you are on point. This is a great live. Thank you. Thank you, Becca Cry. But if you understand what I'm saying, you have to prioritize the things that matter in your life in order for your mental to stay focused and on track where you're going, where you're elevating to, and where your positivity lies, if that makes any sense. We're not saying that you're not going to have days to where you just feel like, oh, I'm going to punch somebody in a minute. But if where you're trying to go and you've set goals for yourself, trying to, hey, just like I've set goals for myself, I can't have nothing or anybody knock me away from my goals or take me off track so far to where I can't get back on track with the goals that I have aligned for myself to grow, prosper, and elevate in a positive way. So when we take on a lot of stuff mentally, are we prioritizing those things? Because some things can be uh, a little bit too of a burden or too much to bear, or it's attacking your mental so bad to where, oh, I'm gonna have I feel like I'm gonna have a nervous breakdown type of scene or situation, if that makes any sense. Hey, Shawty Red, what's going on, Bookie? You said, Miss Glenn said, hey, TC, I got a call and I'm probably behind. That's okay, Miss Glenn. I know you. But you know what I'm saying? If that makes any sense. You say, yes, we definitely need to take care of our mental health. Prioritize your energy. That's why I call you the theologist, the thinker of all things. That's why I call you my thinking sister, but we all think. But you always come up with that. That's why me and you, that's why we here, Sean. That's why me and you here, because we theological think. We sometimes we can be theological thinkers together. But yeah, sometimes people, what I'm trying to help my people do is make sure that our mental is healthy. We're not saying that you're not going to have things that's going to knock you off track to where you're going to get frustrated. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna. We can't say that, because everyday life is not a heaven. Let me just say that everyday life is not going to be um, peaches and cream or roses or flower beds, and I'm walking on sunshine every day. We're going to have to deal with things, but the way that we deal with them, we need to prioritize. We need to prioritize. Hold on one second. Let me cut my air on. Okay, I am back. So what I'm asking y'all is, what do we do? How do we do that? How do we prioritize the things that are important in our life to where we can have a healthy mental, to where we have to, or we don't want to go off rail or go off the edge or go over the edge as far as the way that we think, or maybe the way that we respond to things as well. How we respond to things. Like, we don't want to walk around like we're a ticking time bomb all the time. And every time someone says something to us, we're on edge all the time, because we're dealing with a lot of stress and a lot of situations. And sometimes people can be attacking us from all angles, and we're trying to deal with it the best way that we can, but eventually that stuff does bother us. So, because we're human, right? So that stuff does bother us, right? And we can't always be the strong one. Sometimes we need to allow ourselves to have, uh I would say, not mental breakdowns, but we should allow ourselves grace enough to say, oh, we need to step away and maybe take some breaths, woosah, meditate, do what we need to do to calm our spirit back down before we get to a breaking point, before it really messes with our mental, is what I'm trying to see. Get in the gym and work out. That's a good one too, Miss Glenn. That is a really good one. What I do is, sometimes when I feel like I'm under a lot of stress, because sometimes I take on a lot, people. Um, a lot of people don't know it, but I do. I take on a lot, and I talk to a lot of people in my every day. Sometimes I don't get a break. You know what I'm saying? As far as talking to people and helping them through situations, I talk to a lot of people on a daily. And my therapist had told me this. Like, she was like, you a therapist yourself. You are here to help people. So a lot of people call me about different situations. So I have to take other people's energy in a lot, if that makes any sense. So what I do, since I start walking a lot and listening to soothing music. I may listen to my jazz. I may listen to old R&B, like oldies but goodies, and just walk. Sometimes I take a mental walk. I don't care if it's 10 minutes. I take a walk, and just sometimes I have to reflect on the things that I need to be putting or prioritizing, right? You also need to set boundaries. I'm gonna speak that too. Miss Shawn said you have to limit your time on social media, limit your time on the phone and other things, but most importantly, make sure make sure we make time for ourselves. Take a walk, listen to music. I just said that. See what, sis? See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? And I didn't even read your comment. I promise you. See what I'm saying, Sean? Exactly. Sometimes I have to do that in order to stay focused, and I do set boundaries for myself. I have to now. And everybody, I want everybody, all my people that's in here, I want y'all to start setting healthy boundaries for yourself. People not going to like that though, but that's okay because what's more important is your mental. Because guess what? Even though people don't like that you setting the healthy boundaries for them, in for the betterment of you, they'll still be around here doing what they usually do. And you'll be messed up, if that makes any sense. You need to be concerned about your own mental. You need to be concerned about you can't help others if you all in shambles. Yeah, you can't help people if you're in a shamble. So what I'm saying is, what is your mental capacity? What do you guys do when you know that you about to be stressed out to the point of no return? What do you do? Okay, I said I walk and listen to some jazz, listen to some oldies, R&B. Miss Glenn recommended working out, going to a gym. You said working out is my stress. She said walking, going to the gym. Sean said she walk, listen to her music. Also, another good thing is I was taught by a good sister of mine. And I used to do it, but the way that she taught me to do it, it's better only because it's always the right way of doing it. Do some breathing exercises. Do some breathing exercises. And I'm talking about breathe in and then as slow as you can, exhale out. Do about 5 of those and then see how you are. That usually helps me a lot too. Because sometimes I have to read because I'm an overthinker. Sometimes I have to take that time out to snatch this or snatch that because my day sometimes be all over the place, or I'm not going to say exactly all over the place. It's just that my hands is everywhere sometimes. Sometimes I'm at my mom's house. Sometimes I'm here. Sometimes I'm on the phone. Then I'm back, see the grand. I'm just all over the place sometimes. So mentally, you want to have a healthier mental. A healthier mental will stop you from crashing out, as we see a lot online. If you're a content creator, you really need to preserve your mental. Social media is not an easy cookie. It's not an easy cookie, and it's not for the weak. I can tell you that now. Social media is not for the weak. Yeah, you say, yes, I do breathing exercises every day while at my desk. Yes, yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, prayer. I do prayer too. You know what I'm saying? I do my affirmation. I make sure I do an affirmation every day. And that affirmation usually, and I have them come like maybe 4 times a day because sometimes during the day, I may start off grand, like, okay, this is going to be a good day. And then somebody at my job may say something to me to where I want to come through the phone, right? Or go through the teams. So and then when I be feeling like that, a positive affirmation may pop up and I'd be like, see, I needed that. You know what I'm saying? So y'all, what do you do to help your mental capacity stay in line to where you're trying to go moving forward? Hey, Binky Bink, what's going on? So what do you do? What do y'all do? Or how do you help your mental capacity stay in line on where you're trying to go moving forward in life to kind of be more positive and healthier? You said my mental is going to explode if my flight gets delayed because there's not any air traffic controllers at work. Miss Glenn. Miss Glenn says she's trying to get to Orlando Saturday. Don't explode, Miss Glenn. See, in a position, in a situation like this, you have to stay calm. Because guess what? Sometimes your calmness can shift everything, whether you know it or not. You don't know what power you have behind uh redirected your anger or your frustrations or your stress. I used to be a person to where my temper used to be on 10 before just sometime I used to be sleeping and it could be on 10. Hey, Fruity Pebbles, what's going on? And I can wake up on 10, right? By the end of the day, I'm on 100. So it's like, but now I'm still working on my patience, whatever. But I know my patience is 80% better than it used to be. It is. And how I do that is I have to start setting boundaries for myself in order to align my mind where it needs to be as far as the things that I need to focus on the most. When I prioritize the things that's important to me or what I need to do day to day, because sometimes I have to prioritize things every day. So I need to see what level of importance it is and if my mental is going to be able to deal with it then. You get what I'm saying? Hey, Tamik. That's all I'm saying, y'all. Y'all have to make sure that the things that you set in place for yourself, that you do not let a negative mental capacity take over what you've already set for yourself in a positive way moving forward. Yeah, you said that's so true, but I'm looking at the news right now on this computer. You said you like to work as you was like, hey, cousin. But yeah, sometimes people, and I'm just gonna speak from my experience on here. Um, we've had a lot of outbursts. We've had a lot of misblames. We've had a lot of lying. We've had a lot of character diminishing. We've had a lot of things go on this internet to people who basically don't really do nothing to nobody, right? And we see now that those are people that maybe that's just unhinged. But if you look deeper, these are people that are dealing with things that they can't even control anymore. It could be some things going on in their home life. It could be something that they're dealing with way back when, and it's just coming to the forefront. A lot of people tend to show you who they are after the mask falls off, and then you can see the situation as it is, if that makes any sense. If I made any sense, I hope I did. But sometimes people will only show you enough, and then if they're on it enough, the real them comes out. And then you see that deeper inside, there's more things going on psychological. It really has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with the way that you responded or your opinion of it or anything like that. I think it's just something personal that they have not dealt with. And because their mental capacity has erupted And now that it's erupted, they don't know how to reel it back in because they don't have the tools to do so. Or they just don't have the tools or they don't want to. So this is the way their mental capacity is exploding on the internet because they don't have one. If they did, it would have been reeled back in by now. It would have been reeled back in right now. But because they don't, sometimes people tend to take out their frustrations, like I said in the beginning of this live, on you. They don't know how to deal with their own frustrations. So let me take it out on a person that I feel like, hey, I feel like because of her opinion, it was an attack. And it was really just an opinion, right? But because I don't know how to deal with my frustrations or my mental capacity, I'm just going to take it out on her. I don't want to deal with my mental capacity. It's just easier to put it off on someone else instead of dealing with yourself within. People just need to start understanding that the cycle of life is just what it is. It's a cycle. So it's a situation that we go through, on a daily that we can be tested on um in different areas, right? So basically what you need to start doing, or what you should do, and I'm not going to say need because I ain't nobody mama on here. What you should do is evaluate your day on a daily. If you know that you're going to, just say, I'm a content creator. If I know I'm going to come on here and create content, I definitely do my breathing exercises. I pray. I do my breathing exercises. And then I say, okay, I can handle my life today. Even when I'm in someone else's chat, like my cousins, because I stay in her chat, I pretty much know how much I'm going to cut up in there or make jokes in there or whatever. But my opinion can be taken kind of wrong, or it could be harsh to some people. And I feel like if you have an opinion, you should have the right to have that opinion without people feeling like they're attacked. So when people feel like they're being attacked, that's just them dealing with things that they can't handle in their own mental capacity, if that makes any sense. So I just want my people, I want y'all to know that when you deal with their mental capacity, make sure that you're doing the necessary things to make sure that your mental is not derailed to where you're exploding like a volcano. And my share channel is my home. But I want my people to make sure that their mental and their mental capacity is good enough, or is you're able to control it. And that's something you should be able to control as an adult. As people who deal with things on a day to day, we should be able to know how we want our day is going to go and how it wants to flow. Now if you want your day to flow negative and you don't want to do, then that's just how it's going to flow. However, if you know that you want a better outcome of the way that you're maneuvering or you're moving around or the way that you see yourself, sometimes you have to check your mental capacity because you may have overloaded it. You may have took on more. You may have bit off more than you can chew. And usually when we do that, that's when we explode. That's when the mental capacity is off, is derailed. Is derailed. And then we take it out on other people because we don't know how to handle it now. Now that we've derailed, we don't know how to even handle our mental anymore. Okay. So just make sure that we're doing the necessary things that we need to for a healthier mindset. Think positive thoughts, have positive energy come out. Do your positive affirmation every day. I don't care if you say 2 words as your positive affirmation. It's something that's going to realign your mind, the way that you think in a positive light. One little step a day to keep the negative away. Okay. One positive affirmation a day can keep the negative thoughts away. That should be my new motto. But I love y'all. Y'all know I don't be staying on so long. Hey, Lady E, I'm glad to see y'all in here. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. If y'all want to donate to the channel, my Cash App is scrolling across the screen. I want everybody to make sure that they are making sure that their mental is healthy. Okay? And I want y'all to have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your Wednesday. I don't know who's going live next, but I'm ready. I got to go listen to Miss Amora because I missed her. So I have to go listen to her. But once again, y'all, the Chronicle Cream Body Butter. I put the link in the chat. I'm going to put it in there again. Hopefully I can do it. Let me see if it'll let me do it. Okay. So I just put the link in the chat again. Get your body butter. I have 5 ingredients, 5 fragrances now. But I'm gonna try another one, new one. I'm getting some shipped here. Hopefully it'll be here before I leave to go out of town because I gotta go out of town this weekend. But hopefully it'll be here before I go out of town so I could test it before I leave. If not, then I have to test it when I get back in town on Monday because I won't be back home till Monday or Tuesday. But this is the Chronicle Cream. And like I said, I put on every top, I put 2 little spatulas here for your ladies who like me who wear nails and y'all want to dig in it and get it up under your nail. These little spatulas is complimentary. So y'all order with me. Y'all tell me about it. I want some honest reviews too, people. I really want honest reviews. The way that I can improve it, make it better, whatever. Or if you have a scent that you would like for me to try, get in my inbox, okay? I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. I love y'all so, so much. Thank you for tuning in. I want y'all to have a beautiful day.
Relax and let your mind unwind. Step inside, leave stress behind. Positive vibes and talk so wise. Say your affirmations, reach the skies. Like, comment, and subscribe now. Let the good vibe show you how. That your vibe feels so right. Vibing with TC tonight. Got your vibe shining bright. Vibing with TC tonight. Lift your voice, let it sound. Good vibrations all around. Every word, every line makes your spirit start to shine. Like, comment, and subscribe now. Let the good vibe show you how. Catch a vibe, feel so right. Vibing